Okay, so I'm outside the Chesham Stags clubhouse, actually, as it is. I'm with Steve. Hi, Steve.
Nice to meet you.
Now, you're club secretary, and the reason I'm here today is because you're involved in a community project here at the Chesham Stags. Now, I know a little bit about this through a mutual friend, and you've been here for 19 years. You play in a school,
yes,
which is now an academy, and in 2012 you lost your clubhouse because the school basically wanted to do different things, and you basically took your clubhouse.
Yes, they did. We knocked it down.
So how many teams, community teams, operate from here?
Okay, so we've got a minis and a junior section,
yep,
which starts from what we call rugby, which is baby rugby, which is for 3 and 4 year olds.
Okay.
So you have from that age where they're indoors.
Yeah.
It's a bit of fun. It's getting kids involved with sports at a very young age, but hopefully that feeds through into when they come outside and start to do proper rugby.
Yep.
Then you've got from the under sevens, under 6, under 7s, all the way through to colts, which is your kids doing A-levels.
Okay.
So you've got about 11 teams there, some
yeah,
of which are mixed, some of which are male only. You've then got 3 girls teams.
Right.
So that's another 3 on top. Under 13s, under 15s, under 18s.
Yeah.
And then you've got adult rugby where you've got 3 men's teams. You've got a women's team as well.
Okay.
In total, you've got some in the region of about 120 to 130 people playing adult rugby and 350 kids playing rugby.
So that's a really important part of the community, isn't it?
Yeah,
right.
If you think of all their parents, their grandparents,
yeah,
supporters, the people who come along, somewhere in the region of 1,000 people will be associated with the club, and obviously then there's all the other clubs we play.
Okay.
So again, they will come and visit us, we'll host them, we will visit them, so it's quite a strong, I suppose, larger community as well, just outside what we do. We're part of the rugby community.
Absolutely. And now you've got some teams playing netball, which are part of the club as well, which is just a recent addition.
Yeah, well, the whole idea is that as a community sports club, you want to be inclusive.
Yeah.
And we know that a lot of the guys who play rugby, that their girlfriends or their wives want to be involved in sport, they don't want to necessarily play rugby. So therefore, having an association with a netball club and bringing them in and acting as an extension of what we are, they can use the facilities here as well. They can use our clubhouse, and then we've got, they'll start a mini and junior section from hopefully next year.
Fabulous.
So we'll be able to cater for everybody, regardless of your, age or sex. So you'll be able to come along and enjoy a bit of sport and have a drink in hopefully our new clubhouse afterwards.
Brilliant stuff. Now the problem is that 2012 they took away your clubhouse for various reasons. You've been kind of clubhouse-less for a while, which means you've got no place to congregate, which is quite difficult, obviously.
Yeah.
And the plan is now to rebuild a brand new clubhouse, which is in the same. It's in the same premises of the school, but it's a different part of the school. And what's the problem? You've raised almost $500,000, or you've got, if you like, almost promised $500,000, but you're 80 grand short.
Yeah. When everything comes in, all the maths are added up, when we've paid all of our ridiculous professional fees, paid for our contractor, at the moment the estimate is that we're about £80,000 short.
Okay, and I've got this document in front of me. This is the vote for you. Now, what the purpose of this is to basically get enough votes so you can present your case to Aviva to secure a 25 grand contribution to what you're doing here. That's the nub of it.
Pretty much, that's it, yes. We want to have the opportunity to be able to stand in front of them and explain the plight that we're in, how the club is integral to this community, and what an impact having our own clubhouse would be for the club's future. It would re-establish us and give us a firm foundation for sport in the community for the next generation.
So what people can do is they can go on this website. Each email address is capable of registering 10 votes.
Correct.
You're about 3,000 short, I think, at the moment from the last time I looked.
We're nearly at 7,000,
okay,
which is beating the vast majority of people.
Okay.
There are some other projects where clearly we are competing against them for very different purposes, not for rugby, not even in this local area, who are sort of around the 10,000 mark. So we're a bit jealous of them, and we need people's help to get us towards them.
Okay, so people can help you to basically re-establish this community club by just voting, and I'll make sure that the link goes up, and just encourage people to do that, because if we can replicate the same kind of enthusiasm, the club feel all around the country, it makes a massive difference to the community.
Hugely. I mean, we've been around now for 30 years.
Right.
We want to see it established for at least the next 30 years as well. This will help us to do that.
Brilliant. Okay, thanks for talking to me. Right, cheers.